So now we're going to look at the importance of Tawheed and the impact it has on the individual. So Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So Ibn Abi Aziz al-Hanafi said you should understand that Tawheed, affirming the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the first thing to which the messengers called people, and it is the first step that one should take. The first stage of someone's journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, to affirm the importance and the emphasis on Tawheed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Nahl verse 36, and we certainly sent into every nation a messenger saying, worship Allah and avoid Tawheed. So hence the first duty that we are required of the accountable person is to testify that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah. So affirming the oneness of Allah is the first thing that one does to enter Islam, as I mentioned in the previous video, and is the last thing that one should do when departing this world. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, those whose last words are La ilaha illallah will enter paradise. So when you're at your deathbed and you feel like your time is up, say these words. And obviously it will be difficult for someone who has been sinning their whole life, because these words won't come out your mouth, you just won't be thinking that, and you won't come to your head. So it's obviously important to live your life according to Islam by following the Quran and the Sunnah, and these words obviously will just naturally come out your mouth to affirm the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as mentioned. So as you can see, the importance of Tawheed is seen from these following points which I'm going to mention. So first, it is the purpose of the creation, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and he says this, I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me, and that is to affirm my oneness, which is mentioned, and the evidence is mentioned there. And the second point is, it is the call of all of the messengers, and the first thing to which they called people, as Allah says in Surah Al-Anbiya verse 25, and we sent not before you any messenger except that we reveal to him that there is no deity except me, so worship me. And deeds are not accepted without it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Zumar verse 65 and 66, and it was already revealed to you and to those before you that if you should associate anything with Allah, your work will surely become worthless and you will surely be among the losers. Rather worship Allah and be among the grateful. So as you can see, Tawheed is mentioned in so many places in the Quran, and these people have innovation, misguidance, want to misguide other people and want to keep them far away from the Quran and the authentic Sunnah. But as you can see from these evidences, Tawheed is emphasized throughout the Quran in various surahs. So this is why I mentioned this topic, because it's we need to really ensure that we spread this message out. And where it says that that your work would surely be worthless because it wouldn't be accepted for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you've associated others with him, partners with him, where the one who created you was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you should be worshipping the one that created you, not others that did not create you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you, therefore you should be worshipping him. And as mentioned, that the jinn and mankind were created except to worship him. This is a command that we must worship Allah because he has created us, and this is our duty to worship him and be among the grateful and don't be among the losers. So now moving on to the next bit, which is going to be in the next episode. So I'll see you then, inshallah. Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.